Good evening, pet lovers. I am back. I'm coming to you guys today with a fairly highly requested video, and I say fairly because based off of the amount of engagement that is going on in this group, we have had several people ask for a potty training tips video. Okay, so I am going to solely speak on basically my experience that I have had with my two dogs, Beauty and Bella, and then I will also speak on some things that I learned just from taking, like, training classes and different things like that, speaking to other pet professionals and things of that nature. So mainly today I'll be speaking of Miss Thing right here, Bella. So she was my success story when it came to potty training, and she literally was potty trained in like 2 days, no games. So I'll kind of give you guys a little bit of background information. I actually got both of my doggies when I was in college. I got Beauty, which was my firstborn. She's right here. I got Beauty when I was 21. My friend surprised me with her, and then 2 years later I got Bella. Okay, so with Beauty, I knew nothing about potty training. I did my best to potty train her and needless to say, by the time I actually took her to go get like professional help, she was at that point already like 1 year old, and I'm not gonna say she was stuck in her ways, but if you know Beauty, then you know Beauty, and she's like very, very stuck in her ways. So Beauty definitely knows when and when not to use the restroom, but this child here, this one right here, she does what she wants to do. And so yeah, I make sure that she doesn't use the restroom by putting her in certain places where I know she won't use the restroom. However, like I said, my success story was with this one here, Bella, and I'll tell you guys exactly what I did. So I actually adopted Bella, and the day that I brought her home, the first day, she was 2 months old, and brought her home, and basically she automatically like started using the restroom. So also, another thing, whenever you have puppies, especially if they have been fixed, so let me show you guys. One way you kind of know if your dog has been fixed is if they have these little marks right here. So that is going to be an indication that your dog had been fixed. So when I brought Bella home from the animal shelter, she had just gotten fixed, okay? And basically, with that being said, with her being so young and just now getting fixed, meaning that she had an open wound pretty much, they told me that she could not be in any grass for, I want to say, like 6 weeks. I could be wrong on the timing. This was like back in 2016. But I know that there was a period of time where she couldn't get bathed, and she also couldn't go into the grass. And so therefore, I had to get puppy pads, these here. I had already had some of these because I was using them in the house for Beauty, but I went to the store today. I actually never buy these anymore, but because of this video, I went ahead to the store to buy some today. So what I did was I went, got her some puppy pads, and this is what I recommend. This is actually what worked really well and how Bella got trained in literally 2 days. So Bella came to the house and she immediately started using the restroom. So one thing that I did was I kept a pee pad on the right by the front door. I also kept a pee pad by the back of the patio door, and I kept a pee pad right by her kennel, okay? And this is the size. Let me see what this one looks like. Yeah, this is actually the same size training pad that I used. The exact same size, okay? So I kept these in several places in my apartment at the time, okay? And what I would do is, as soon as we would see her, and I say we meaning me and Aaron, as soon as we would see her squat like she's getting ready to pee, which she would just do it as a puppy, they just kind of like go, we would immediately say no. We'll say no, and we'll pick her up and take her right to the pad. And I'll say pee pee, pee pee, like that. And then she would finish. So a lot of times those puppies, when they have to go, they'll still go. And so I'll put her on the pad, even if she was still kind of squirting out while I was taking her to the pad. I'll put her on the pad, say pee pee, pee pee. And when she's done, I'm like, yay, yes, Bella, yes. Okay, so you always want to like use like words like yes. I know when I was in training, sometimes they would not really recommend like, I guess it's called negative reinforcement. So like a lot of times they don't really recommend you like hitting the dog or something like that, like spanking them. But one thing that did work for me was no. I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. No, bad girl. I would say that. And then I will also really, really like praise her when she would use the pad. So as soon as she would get on it, even if I put her on it, yes, Bella, yay, good girl, like that. I would literally do it. I would use the same kind of tone. You can also try to use treats. At the time, I don't think that I was using treats for her. But I know treats is something that works. But if you want to be cost effective, even though treats really are not that expensive, but if you want to just be cost effective, then do things that they like. So reward them in like rubs, reward them with little kisses. So I'm not saying like kisses in the mouth. Beauty, stop it. I'm not saying kisses in the mouth, but I'm saying like, good girl, like that type of stuff. They like that. And so that's how she knew she was doing something right. And so basically I would keep her on the pad and I would always say pee pee, pee pee. And whenever she would have to go boo-boo, I would do the exact same thing. So my dogs, they know pee-pee boo-boo. They know when I say, you want to go pee-pee boo-boo? That means we're going to go outside and use the restroom. That's what they know what that means. They don't necessarily know like potty, but whatever you do, make sure that you are using words to go along with those actions, and always use the same words, because that's how they know what those things mean. So I can literally tell Beauty like, go boo-boo. And she knows like, okay, it's time for me to like stop trying to walk around and go boo-boo. Okay, so that is really what I did. Like I said, I used the pads in different areas. And then when it was time to have her go outside and use the restroom, it was also fairly easy because I would literally just put her outside. So a lot of times, I wouldn't, you know, if I didn't want her to go, you know, pee right by the kennel on the pad, and I want her to get used to going outside, I would do the exact same thing, but I would just do it outside. And a lot of times I would also do it on the grass. So I would put the pad on the grass, okay? And I would let her use the restroom on the grass. Okay, so that way she could just get familiar with being outside and using the restroom. And it literally worked like, y'all, it was so easy. It was so easy. Very, very proud moments. I also literally taught her how to sit and stay. I taught her how to do all of those things, like those little basic commandments, within like the first week. Like she was, and before you know it, y'all, she was literally going up to the pad. Like I remember seeing her so many times like walk to the pad and just pee or, you know, boo-boo or whatever. And it was just like such great moments. And every time that she would do it, as soon as she would just like squat and pee, we'll let her finish, and then we will reward her with love and just celebration. So that is a really big important thing. And we just kept doing it. I don't even know how long we did it for, but we just continued doing it until she keep using those positive words, positive reinforcement. I didn't really like pop them and stuff like that, but I would say no. And Aaron, he had no problem saying no, okay? So they knew like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. And so those are the things that I use. Those are the strategies that I used when I was potty training Bella. And it really worked for me. Like Bella literally does not use the restroom in the house. And I would say like 1% of the time, out of any times there have been any accidents, 1% of that is Bella. And it only happens when she's sick. When it comes to puppies, I would also put them on a schedule, like a drinking schedule. Don't let them just drink a lot of water because they're going to go. Like, there's a certain amount of water that they're supposed to be drinking a day and a certain amount of food that they should be eating a day. And you should hold them to exactly what that measurement is. And just make sure that you try to keep them on a schedule. So as soon as you get home, take them outside. Don't have them in a house or in the kennel for hours, and then when you get home, you're like sitting down and chilling for another hour. Take them outside, because that is going to help prevent accidents from happening. I know a lot of times we are lazy and we're like, hey, I had a long day at work. I've been sitting in traffic. I just want to sit outside. I just want to sit in the house. No. Take them outside and use the restroom, and then use those words when they're outside, or before you go outside. You guys ready to go pee pee boo boo? They looking at me right now because they know that means outside. All right. I think that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you guys have any other tips that I might have forgot, or maybe things that I didn't add during this video, please, 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 like, let us know. There's about 160 members in this group, and I'm sure that there's several people that will be able to benefit from the different strategies that we all have. And so I am not a licensed professional in any way, meaning dog trainer, you know, so I'm only going to tell you guys based off of my experiences and what has worked for me. So please add your suggestions if you have any, and I will be back with another video or some other what's it called, strategies, tips, and tricks. All right, bye bye. Have a good night.